I normally use Streamlabs. All right, people, here we are. Here we are. Lateness is greatness, but we're there. We're there. Views on sport under the lens. And today we have my broski, Hotspur Cave. How you feeling, guy?
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Big up yourself, broski. Love for having me on. Big up
Yeah,
the
man.
chat as always. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If
man.
you're liking all of that good stuff, and yeah, man, I'm just happy to be here, man. Feeling
Come on.
great.
Come on, G. Come on, G. Course you're feeling great, man. Course you're feeling great. Big up Gavin in the building. Like I said, apologies. Lateness is greatness, though. But you know how we do it, man. But today is your under the lens. Obviously, I want to get people that I mess with to come on and kind of just give their little thing and your your point of view from from a Tottenham fan and everything on my club. Not just that, but you first. So I normally start by asking people about their first exposure to the club. Like
Mm.
that. So as a young man, how did you get into supporting Spurs, big man?
It's funny, yeah, because I've actually said this on quite a few streams. I actually, when I was young, yeah, I actually liked Liverpool. Like, I really loved Liverpool, innit? I was
Swear.
a big Liverpool, yeah, man. I loved Liverpool. But obviously, my dad, you know what I'm saying, he's from Yard. You know, that man's stubborn, you know what I'm saying? So in his head, yeah, he said, nah, like Liverpool's a race. Because he just had it in his head, like Liverpool's a racist town, innit? Even though
Okay.
I don't quite think it is, but that's him neither here nor there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So he's obviously so important Tottenham, and I just said, you know what? I'm gonna follow you in it. I'm gonna follow you, bruv. You know what I'm saying? And it's been rough, but I just sort of fell in love with the club. You know what I'm saying? You go to the games and that you're watching your team play in Europe. You seeing players like Gareth Bale. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? Berbatov, Defoe,
mm, mm.
Lennon, Danny Rose, all of these
It's all right.
players, and it's just like, yeah, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's kind of how I fell in love with Tottenham, and from there, this club's been everything to me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's sick, man. So and obviously that's how you got into it as a young man. As obviously, are you from the area? You don't have to obviously divulge exactly where you're from, but are you local? Or like, I'm pretty
Nah,
sure
man, but
you are.
I've always been in and around that area, innit? That's where my dad's from as well, innit? So
Right.
it's like, obviously, growing up, I lived with my mom. You know when you're back and forth, so I'm
I
always
know.
in and around that area. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
But
know.
yeah, man, it's. I've always said, no matter where I am, bro, I always, you know what I'm saying, I always wear the colors. You know what I mean?
Come on. What's a good memory for you, like in your early Tottenham experience? Obviously, we know you got one now, but we'll get into that. But what's your like what's something that sticks out to you, my guy, like early doors?
Early doors. Well, I mean, I could say the obvious and say, oh wait, innit? I could do the I could
One day
obviously
back
say that, but I won't
mm,
even say that. That. I think it was the Bale hat trick against Milan, bro. Do you know what
mm,
I'm saying? That Gareth Bale hat trick still, because again, at this point, I was like, yo, this didn't even feel real. Like, I'm watching my team in Europe. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I never thought I'd see my team play in Europe, bro. Genuinely,
facts,
I didn't think that was gonna happen. I never thought that was like, do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I knew we had been in Europe before, of course, but big on a big stage like that, safe. And Gareth Bell, I mean, what a player. Do you know what I'm saying? No matter what club you support,
Facts,
you
facts.
you just you gotta appreciate the talent that is Gareth Bell, bro. Do you know what
You
I'm
do.
saying?
You do. You really, really do. And then what's like, I always ask for a good and I always ask for a bad, my guy. Like, what's something that sticks with you? Obviously, for me, it's the final. You get me, 06, not winning it. Like, what's the thing that sticks with you, bro?
Um, you know, wait, let me close this window. I can hear this train,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. No worries, man. Like I said, big up Gavin. Big up YouTube censors on free speech. Look at this guy. Early memories. Spud 0, Arsenal 5. Look at this guy. 1978. Look at this guy.
Nah,
Like,
man. Nah, man.
this
Listen,
guy.
nah. Um, do you know what? It's not even really an early memory, but I can tell you it was like it broke my heart, bro. And it was that Hazard goal. I'll tell you
Yeah.
for free, it was that Hazard goal, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Chasing a title. I believed we could claw it back and actually, you know what I'm saying? We could win a Premier League. And how different life would be if we had won that. You know what I'm saying? How different
Jeez.
would life be if Tottenham had a Premier League to their name? You know what I'm saying?
Tell
Life
them,
would be
bro.
very different. So
They
it's
would.
like, yeah. And I just hate. I've never been able to get along with them, Chelsea, man. I hate them so
I hear it.
much.
I hear it. I hear it. Big up Ravi in the chat as well. Big yourself up, my guy. Make sure you guys are hitting the like. Make sure you're subscribing to the Hotspur Cave. Road to 1K. Let's at least a few of you. Let's help him get there little by little. Ravi's got a question here. He says, who do Spurs actually think will be best suited as a manager? See, I was gonna get to that, but the chat are coming in early, so we'll go with it, my guy. I mean, what do you reckon? There's been talks that Ange's going, brother. I'm hearing today. It's a mad thing, bruv. After he done the Denzel thing and dropped the mic, like he's leaving with something. Do you get it? So from a Spurs fan, man, talk to me, man.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I think everyone who's like does watch my channel and that, they will know I'm obviously Ange out in it. I was always Ange out. I said if he had won the competition that he should get sacked. However, yeah, in the moment like of celebrating and that, I sat there and thought there could be negatives to sacking him. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you kind of explain that to the players? Like, you know what I'm saying? That they've bought into it. But then at the same time, I kind of understood the sacking. Do you know what I'm saying? I understood the sacking of it. So it's like, if they decide to keep him, I'm not pissed in it. I'm not mad. I'm not mad because I think if you win a trophy by right, bro, I mean the 17 years, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? 17 years,
bro. Yeah,
17 years, bro.
I hear it.
That's a long time.
It's a long time, bro, because that obviously and obviously big up Deji and obviously yourself. I knew your stance on it. I think we just got the link in there as well. So make sure you guys are going over and whoever's in the chat now, show some love in it. You know how we do it over here. Show some love for the guests. So if that is the case, then bro, because it's mad, like I was saying, you know, we're in the same chat, you get me, you see all the Spurs fans, and that was the general message. Like before the game, even if he won it, some fans were still like, we don't know. Still after he won it, you get me, it's like, it's people are like, what are you talking about, Andrew going? And even me, I'm like, bro, he's just done the unthinkable, in my opinion. Do you get it? So yeah, it's always good to hear from Spurs fans how they really feel, and sometimes winning can change your mind. But if he is to go, I'll say all that to say this: if he is to go, bro, who do you think's the guy, like, you know what I mean, that's gonna come in and kind of push you guys forward?
You know what? Ideally, I would want Xavi in an ideal hypothetical world. However, I don't really see that happening. So I would say Spurs should go for Glasner. Look, it's no like, and this is the thing, yeah. You see this Ange Ball thing. People get it confused. People think we've got the players to play Ange Ball when we don't. All of these players it's no wonder we concede less goals when we sit in and absorb a lot more pressure. Do you get it? Rather than trying to go all out free flowing, because we don't have the players for that. We don't have the players for that. And I think Glasner can come in. You've seen what he's done with Crystal Palace, bro. He got them into Europe and won them a cup.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? And dragged them from 0 wins in 7 to finishing. I think they only lost like 10 games this season, which is in fair play to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Fair play to them.
Facts.
So
no worries, man. Big up the people in the chat. Big up YouTube censors. He's on one today. Arsenal have never lost 22 league. Yeah. I know, bro. I'm trying to have a guest on, bro. Like we'll leave the banter for a little bit later, but big yourself up anyway. Make sure you're pressing like. Make sure you're going over to subscribe. It's free, innit? Yeah. So I've got this. I've starred this. I don't know if it means I'll pin the bloody thing, but the link is in there. Make sure you guys are clicking it. Make sure at least a few of you go over there and show some love, man. Sorry, obviously I stopped you mid-flow there. Go on.
Nah, you're all good, man. Someone's at the door. It's calm. But nah, fuck, where was I? I even lost my trailer. Yeah, it's like I just believe that Glasner's. It just makes sense to bring Glasner in. Do you know what I'm saying? Bring in a manager that can work with the players that we have, bro. Because look, it was like, I mean, you got Arsenal fan in the chat trolling about never losing 22 league games, but it's true. Like we lost 22 league games at the end of the day. And you can't sacrifice the Premier League to that extent, because in another season, that's relegation. That in another season, that's genuinely relegation.
Facts.
We didn't even get 40 points this season. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That's terrible.
Is that how it?
So
I knew it was like 39, but I didn't think it ended that way. I can't even remember that. I wasn't even watching. Like, I think I watched the Arsenal Southampton, then I just switched off, bro. Because you're saying that, yeah, and we got obviously my man in the chat trying to troll. However, you man have probably got more standards than us because he can still win a European major, in my opinion, and still go. Do you get it? So, there's having fun, and then there's trying to be a little bit serious. Like at the end of the day, the fact that he is that's put a big spanner in the works, bro, because he said I win something in my second season. And he
and he's
left
done
the
it.
season, bro, on Denzel timing, bro. So when he does that, even after the season he had, I know a lot of these Arsenal fans say that was Arteta, bro. That 22 losses, they'll be wanting to keep him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, until you're in that situation, you get me, you can't throw stones, like that.
Yeah.
How's that been though, my guy? Like, obviously, I haven't really spoken to many Tottenham fans. Like, obviously, I just been ignoring the group chat and all them thing there. But how has that been? I know you just had the big high. We'll get to that. But in the league, my guy, like, how has that been, man?
Awful, bro. Because I go to every home game, innit? I've been to every home game this season in
What?
all comps. You know what I'm saying? I've gone to
Yeah,
all of them. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
barring two, I've missed two because I was on holiday for both of them.
yeah,
But
yeah.
bro, it hurts. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not
Mm,
nice, bro. It's not nice because you don't want to be watching your team lose every week. Like it's bro, losing to Leicester and Ipswich and Wolves and Fulham and all of these teams, bro, it's jarring. We ain't won a North London derby for 3 years, bro.
I know.
Going on 4 years, and that hurts, bro.
Mm,
That hurts, bro. Do you know how
mm,
long I ain't seen my team beat Arsenal? That hurts. Do you get me? That
it's dark.
hurts, bro.
It's
I
dark.
can't laugh. So as much as I can laugh at them for being second in that year, I
Mm,
want to be able to have something over them in the season as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I want,
mm,
bro. We lost
mm.
to Chelsea twice this season.
Speak, bro.
It's
Speak.
peak. Like and that's what I'm saying. Like as fun as winning that Europa League was, yeah. The reality is, bro, the Premier League is what we're watching every week,
Mm,
week in, week out, week in, week out, week in, week out. The
yeah.
Premier League is the bread and butter. That's how you see how you progress as a team.
Mm,
Because these
mm.
competitions are one-off games. They're one-off games, bro. They're one-off games. They are.
You're right.
Genuinely, genuinely speaking, it's like even now I look at this Super Cup, we have to play PSG. Even if we do beat PSG, I don't think that's a massive indication of any real improvement because it's a one-off game.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Due might not turn up. Dembele might not turn up. These players might not turn up. It happens. It happens. Look at Liverpool. They played against Plymouth and they got knocked out. Me and Mike's were talking about this yesterday. Big up Mike's as well. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about this yesterday. Big up, bro.
Mm.
The teams just don't on certain days, teams cannot turn up, bro. It happens. It
Mm.
happens.
It does. It does. It does. Yeah, no, man. That fucking facts, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Spitting facts. But that was then like all right, because now obviously you're European champions in it at the end of the day, bro. Like, and all of that aside, well, not even aside, because it is important in what's gonna happen, especially now that the season's ended and we're coming into next season. Like, I've been to your stadium. I went and actually done the to dare to do before
Mm.
Bodo Glimt. I was there. It's a nice stadium, bro. Do you get it?
It
It's a
is.
lovely
It is.
stadium. So all the infrastructure is there, in it. So is it now time for Spurs to really kick on? Because here you go, bro. You've had the worst season in Premier League. Bro, I'm 40 years old. I don't think I've ever seen anything that bad from Spurs or United, and not just Spurs. Big up Mike's in the chat and Mohammed, not just Spurs, but also United, bro. I've never, like, both of you, like, obviously, as you said, if the other teams were a bit better, it could have been peak. And it's like, I feel like I'm in the twilight zone, bro. Do you get it?
Mm.
You've got all the infrastructure there, cause like the money. I know you're a big earning club. Is this the time now for you, man, to like that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, what's the aims now? Like, you've got Champions League football, you've got it in your worst season. Are you now gonna kick on, bro? Is this the time?
Well, it has to be the time, bro. It has to be. That drought is over. That drought is
Mm,
over, man. And
mm,
do you know what I think? Yeah, and everyone says this to me all the time. And I think, listen, big up to everyone that is subscribed to my channel. You know what I'm saying? Because I think this is kind of what drew a lot of people to watching me, anyways.
right.
Is the fact that I don't care that people say you're Tottenham, you support Tottenham. I go to a £1 billion stadium every week with the best facilities in the country. Yeah.
Ooh.
I earn a lot. My team earn a lot of damn money with one of the richest sports clubs on the face of the earth in all sports. So why can't my team, my football team, be the best team on the planet?
Talk
And
it, bro.
I will keep demanding that, bro. I don't care
Yes.
what it says. Every season, I want to be in the top four with a trophy or go and win the Premier League. Of course, I want to win the Premier League. Now, saying I want to win the Premier League and saying that we're gonna win the Premier League, they're two different things. And I think that's what people don't really get about me. But bro, the aim should easily be next season getting back into that Champions League, because now we're there, we're gonna want to stay there. Yeah. And not only getting back into the Champions League, bro, but you got to bring some silverware with it as well. Do you know what
Wow.
I'm saying? You got to
Yeah.
bring some silverware with it. I was
Yeah.
talking to Monts about Monts was telling me like there's no way you go in for a run in the Champions League. I said, why not? Why
Mm.
not? If you do
Mm.
what's required in the transfer window and you put a plan in place, why can't you go for a run? Because I tell you what, that's what Aston Villa done.
Talk it, bro. That's what
That's
I'm
what Villa
saying.
done. What did they do? They got Rashford, they got that Malin guy, they got what's it
Asensio.
called? Asensio.
Yeah.
And they tried to go for a run, albeit
Yeah.
it failed. Yeah. Do you know what
Still
I'm saying?
quarterfinals though, G. You get it?
They did, but and they still got back into Europe next season. They
Mm.
didn't massively sacrifice the league and they went
Mm.
for a run. And
Mm.
the reason I believe, in my mind, I believe it's possible for us to win 2 cups in the season if you go about it correctly.
Of
We got to
course.
a Carabao Cup semi-final.
Yeah.
We was one game away from the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and we
Yeah.
went to the final of the Europa League and won it.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all
So,
facts.
so it's
That's all facts.
possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
It
just
is
about
possible.
doing what's required, bro. And I need to see this summer. I need to see 5 players minimum. I said this.
5, because we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. But I just wanted to say quickly with what you're saying, of course, it's flipping possible. And this is what the sport is about. When I'm sitting there saying, oh, Teta out and I want my club to move with their big boy pants on, I'm saying it for a reason, innit? We want to see armpits like everybody else. Do you get me? And you've done that this season. So now, really, because I feel like from the outside in, and obviously you can give your outside in perspective on my club after or whatnot, but from the outside in, everything is there. Yeah, we've got Lee Judges, we've got certain Arsenal fans, old school Arsenal fans that are saying Tottenham are a big club. Do you get it? So are they ever going to put their big boy pants on? We're seeing Liverpool do it at the moment. Arsenal do all the talk, and here we are, still nothing confirmed in the transfer market. You know, Tottenham have got all the infrastructure to be a big club, and your fans should be demanding more. Absolutely. What I do want to ask you though is, because I don't know fuck all about Postecoglou, really. Do you understand? Like, do you know anything about what he's like in his third season if he stays with your club, bro?
Well, I think he won a treble with Celtic, innit? But it's one of them ones, yeah, where I think I think Levy would be pretty clear. And listen, I don't at all back Daniel Levy. I think the trophies kind of saved him this season. There was protests, as you lot know.
Yeah.
But excuse me, in all honesty, yeah, I think he knows now that you can't sacrifice the Premier League. You cannot, because the Premier League is bringing Levy this. Like the Premier League is bringing Levy this. Right? So you can't sacrifice that. Finishing, if we didn't win that Europa League, yeah, this summer would have been dark. It would have been dark, bro. We would have had no money to spend. No money to spend because we finished 17th in the league.
That's peak. But you see, Levy's a hustler though, bro. From what I'm hearing, yeah, you like my man runs like he's got his own beer that's going through the stadium. You
Yeah,
get
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Factories and all of
he's a
them things.
hustler, bro. I'm hearing that man said, oh, we need some work done. Then man, he went and bought the whole cranes and now he loans them out to like my man's doing up business, bro. Do you get it? So really and truly, man, and this is what I say on my channel all the time to the Arsenal fans. I think it's Arsenal, Tottenham, and Fulham, I believe, for some reason, unless I'm mistaken. So, like, but I think they're like the highest tickets in Europe, cuz.
Yeah, Fulham's got the highest tickets in Europe.
Yeah.
Fulham and us, yeah, it's
How is that
ridiculous.
justified? That's mad, isn't it? Obviously, you man have just won something now, so it's a little bit more. But you know, you had a 17 without anything. We've had 21 without a major. Like, how on earth can these clubs charge that money? It's like, so surely now, bruv, surely now, back in the champs, Spurs need to like, and I believe you got everything there to do it, bro. So surely you must believe, bro.
Of course, and that's why I won't let no one tell me that I'm wrong for believing that my club should be going to try and win everything, bro. Because Lee Judges, and you know what? I don't really watch AFTV too tough, but big up Lee Judges, bro, because he understands. Do you know what I'm saying? He understands, bro. Man, let me explain something to you here. There was a point where Man City were looked at the same way people looked at Tottenham. There was a
Yeah.
point Liverpool. Well, even though Liverpool, great, we all know about the history of Liverpool Football Club, how prestigious that football club is, yeah. But they went through a period where they were shit. Excuse my language. They were
No, no, no.
terrible. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? They went
yeah.
through that period as well.
Mm.
So it's like these periods come to an end, and I can't be wrong for believing that this period has come to an end. Now, Liverpool didn't necessarily go and do nothing crazy. They just went and added some core. They built a core. They built a core and then added to it. And whilst adding to it, it brought success with it.
Right.
I think the core is there now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Vicario's there. You got Van
Mm.
de Ven. You got a doggy, right? Son's
Who's the
probably
young
on
guy?
his
Sorry,
way
I
out.
think he's quite good. Sorry to stop your flow. Who's the young guy, bro?
Spence.
He's like the blonde on here. I swear he's like
Oh,
90.
Bergval. Bergval.
Bro, he's a player, you know.
10 million.
Bro,
10
speaking,
million they
sorry,
got him for.
because I interrupted you, man. Sorry,
No,
that
no,
just
no.
came to my
You're
head.
right, because even he's a part of the core. Even
Mm,
that as well. You're looking at the younger players that we've got. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? By the way, Adogi, Porro, Spence, do you know what I'm saying?
mm.
Gray,
Spence.
Bergval, Johnson, all of these players are still young. And then
Mm,
you've got the likes of Madison, who, even though he's not a needle, he's not very consistent. You go and bring someone to compete with him, like the likes of Eze,
mm,
yeah. And now
mm.
all of a sudden you've got two very good technical number 10s competing. That's how you build a squad.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everyone thinks Man City are out here cheating and that. No, they just understand, yeah, that in order to continue and build success, you can't put your foot on the brakes at any point.
Facts.
And why do you think they didn't win nothing this season? Because they put their foot on the brakes the summer before and thought they could get comfortable, and it backfired massively.
Yes, sir. I said the same thing, bro. I said the same thing, but and that's what I was saying in terms of the difference between their club and our club. Like, well, I'm saying our club, Arsenal, is
Mm.
because they knew they fucked up in summer, but they tried to address it in January. Whereas my club just said, "Oh, what? You thought summer was bad? Hold my beer," like that. January came, and everyone was dropping like flies. The man then was starving, bro, and they just shut the door on, man. It's cold outside. They just said, "Forget about it." And the rest is history. Like, so even though Man City didn't win anything this year, they still got to an FA Cup final, and their upturn in form from January till the end of the season was quite evident. I like. So I
Yeah.
think you just made a very very sick point in terms of you cannot put your foot like with Arsenal. We've been stumbling along in history. Like, we've had good periods, we've had bad periods, but we never really want to put the foot down. If you want to be at the top, you can't take your foot off. I think that's a wonderful point you just made there. So let's keep it moving then. So going into the summer now, momentum, champions of Europe. You get me, all of that shit there, yeah. Who are you mentioned Eze, my guy. So who's Tottenham looking at? Because obviously I'm not into your transfer news. Break it down for us, man.
Man, you know what? It's usually the same old Tottenham. Like it started off looking like the same old Tottenham, anyways. Just kind of linked with these players that don't really excite you too much. Obviously, we've been linked with Sane. I think we've entered negotiations. I know he's free, so I'm sure it will be just probably just talking about wages and that. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they're talking about signing Tell permanently
Mm,
for 30 million, which again, he didn't really do nothing when he came here. So it's like, nah, man, I'm not excited by those links there. Obviously, midfielder wise, I think we need to address. That's something we really, really need to address, bro. I think
oh,
that's something we really need to address because Basuma's on his way out. Bentancur could be on his way out as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's two midfielders gone. You know, Højbjerg, he was on loan at fucking Marseille, excuse my language. And then
don't
now,
excuse
obviously, they've made that permanent, so he's gone. Do you know what I'm saying? So
it.
it, it's a slow window, and I don't want it to end up being one of them windows, yeah, where we get to July and we get to August and we start panic buying, and then you start seeing these 36-year-olds and all of these 1 year and 2 year deals and these loans with no obligation, and that's what happens, bro. And
Bro,
I don't want to see it, bro. I don't want to see it because we know how that ends up. We know how that ends up. It's like, go and identify these players and go and get the job done. The problem is the wages, because I don't know if you know, but this is why we're one of the most like well sustained clubs, is because of our wage structure. Do you know what I'm saying? 42% to, I think it's a 42% to the turnover or some shit like that. So we've got the lowest like wage percentage to turnover in the league,
wow.
which is insane,
That's
bro. Like,
insane, bro.
do you know
Like,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
that's
we don't
mad.
have a single player over 200 grand.
Do you know how many we have at the moment? It's mad. It's mad. We're right
Son
back.
is on 180.
Wow. Son, you know, man like
Harry
Son.
Kane was the only player that was on 200 grand. It was him.
Wow. Wow. You know, Levy's a hustler, my guy, man. I'm telling you, big up Mike's obviously in the chat, big up
Big up
Ravi,
Max,
big up
it's my
Yasser.
cousin.
Yeah, man, big up Scants. We got Yasser under the lens coming soon as well. I will get to the comments, but obviously we got the guest on, so we like to ask them the questions. Big up Shay, man, saying Embuemo to United, Ornstein bomber, you know. Jeez, why is Man United moving bigger than we are right now? Because this is what's pissing me off. So when you saying things like that, when Deji says spicy fucking Tottenham, bruv, I'm starting to believe it, bruv. You know, like we got Berta in, bruv, and I was calling him Montgomery Berta, like he's gonna release the hounds, bro. Bruv, man's just Bert now, bruv. Take the 8 off, you know. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? I'm hearing about Sesko more than Jokeres, and bruv. Nah, bruv. Nah. It is all mad in the dunya, bruv. But that's what I'm saying. So, like I said, you were talking about Eze, like who do you think, like, if you had like, if you could choose maybe 3 pieces right now, because we know that Tell's kind of like not really done it so far. Maybe he'll grow into it next season if you keep him. But if you could have like 3 pieces to really kind of like push you on next season in the league and the champs, bro, on the market now, what we'll be doing.
Bro, I'm gonna be straight, and again, people are gonna say, look, there's better clubs out there. Bro, go and get that Turkey. If you're not gonna get Eze, go and get that Turkey guy, man. What a footballer! What a
What
footballer! He's
Gee.
a top player, man. He's a serious footballer. But
Mm.
again, I like the likes of Eze. I know we was linked to Guehi, but it's looking like he rejected Tottenham. So yeah, I don't know about that. Do you know what I mean?
No.
But yeah, I definitely do think we need a centre back. I like the likes of Schlotterbeck at Dortmund. I think you get me, he's quick. He can play left back. Van der Ven, we know what his hamstrings are made of. You know what I'm saying? He's got the kebab hamstrings. So it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Van der Ven's got the kebab hamstrings. So it's like, yeah, we need to get a certified left centre back.
You're right.
Davis is getting old. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna decide whether to keep him next week. So
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? You need to start building that core. Like I said, we need that core. I don't want to go through a season, where we get an injury crisis and we're you know what I'm saying?
The
We're
same as
struggling.
this season. Yeah.
Yeah, like you're bringing on like the gap between your bench and your starting 11 shouldn't be like this. It should never be like this. Is as far as the gap it should be like this.
Right. Get it
But
in.
anyhow you start letting it slip, that's where it's a problem. Because
Yeah.
imagine a world where you got James Maddison coming off the bench. You
Mm.
got Kulusevski coming off, Kulu's son coming off the bench. Then you
Yeah.
got Tell. Then you
Mm.
got flipping Schlotterbeck sat on the bench with
Mm.
Danso. And then you got the likes of Bergvals. You got the Paulinho, which is another player that I think we should go and take from Bayern. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's like 40 million. Go
Okay.
get go
Go
and
get
get that done. Just go
him.
put the money on the table. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, as a fan, if I can see all of this, there's no way they're not sitting in a boardroom meeting saying, yo, this is what we need to get done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, real shit.
I
And
say
obviously
this
we
all
got
the time.
Vinay now, innit? We got that
You,
Vinay, brother.
that Vinay guy, bro, fam. You get me? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be a good or a bad thing. Obviously, it's always a bad thing coming from the Arsenal fans. You never know; it might bang. Who knows? I thought the fact that we got Berta in is it means that that's it. Things are changing, but you know we got a market opportunity in Jokeres, bro. Like not even 60 million or maybe 60 million UK, like Great British pounds, and these men are still looking at Sesko, fam. Do you get it? So it's like, as you said, as a fan, that it sounds exactly like what I say. Surely these men can see it, but no, they're not seeing it. Rodrigo, that's a market opportunity, in my opinion, bro. Do you get it? For
Go
any
out
club,
there, put the money on the table, and say, "Yo, we need you. I want you at my football club.
make
This
it
is what
happen.
we're willing to offer you." And
That's
you know what I'm
it.
saying? You go out there, get the deal done, man.
Don't get
Do
it
you know what I'm
done, bro.
saying? There's no way you can't talk. And that's why I don't like these. I have a win, I call it the bullshit spin wheel, right? The bullshit of it's either the player's not gonna want to join. We need Europe. There's no one available in the market. Too expensive. We have to sell to buy. All of these excuses, like it's like just shut up and go and get the job done. Bro,
Fact,
I
bro.
found earlier, yeah, in the season, Tottenham released their spending report. You
Mm.
know, in the last 4 years, we've spent more money than you.
Do you know what? I didn't know that because I keep hearing Arsenal. We spent more money than Real Madrid. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But you man have
So
spent
have
more money.
we. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
bro. And that's what I'm saying,
700
bro.
million, bro.
Wow. Wow.
700. Daniel Levy, 700 million. So everyone that says Daniel Levy doesn't spend, it's not that he doesn't spend, it's that he doesn't understand the football side of things and he
Right.
keeps changing manager. So
Right.
you're buying players for different managers and then you've got a crop of shit. Like, do you know what
Mm.
I'm saying? You literally just got a pie. You ever mix different ice cream flavors and then it just all
And
becomes
just
great.
yeah, yeah. It just becomes great. I said great. Fam, bruv, I know what it feels like because look, 750 is what they keep talking about with Arsenal, brother. When you look at it, I did earlier, I did, keep, buy, bench, or whatever, keep, sell, bet. Bro, there was literally like 7 man we kept. Like the rest of it is garbage, cuz. Do you get it? So it's like we're literally in the same position. Like the people that complain about our owners can't really because they've allowed the money to get spent, but it's just gone in the wrong places. So do you feel like it's gonna be a repeat of that again this summer? Surely something's got to change in it. Surely, bro. And let me just say, yeah, Danzo as well. I actually think it's been a good signing, isn't it? Are you keeping him? Is that permanent?
Yeah, we made it permanent the other day. He was the first signing of the window still. I think it was 25 million euros. So about 19 million pounds.
I like him still. Pause.
Bro,
Like that.
he's a good little centre back. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Sometimes, yeah, I think in the game we overcomplicate things too much. And I
mm,
blame managers like Pep for this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because, bro, why have I got my centre back trying to we're not doing this robot transformer thing, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Just do one job.
right,
Defend.
right,
If you're a
right.
right back, all I want you to do is what? Support my winger, yeah, and get back and lock up their wingers. Don't let them get a chance. Don't let them get a sniff. I
Mm.
don't care about this inverting and outverting and low gravitational center of orbit and all of this nonsense, bro.
Talk
I
it,
don't
bro.
care about that. Football's a
Talk it.
simple game.
Yeah.
Pass the ball, get into a good area, put the ball in the back of the net, win the game, go home. Everyone's happy, bro. When did football become this? You ever see them
Landing planes.
sci-fi movies where they got the screen up in the air and they're just like,
Yeah, yeah.
you
Some
know what I'm
minority
saying?
report thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
a
Say
simple
less,
game,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
I don't like and I think that maybe that's what detracted me from Ange. I think the
Right.
overcompl because if you look at that Europa League final, right,
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't a pretty game of football. But do
Mm.
you think we'd be 17th in the league if we played like that throughout the season?
No. What a spot. No, no, you wouldn't, bro. No, you wouldn't. Speak it, bro. Speak
We
it.
would at least maybe we wouldn't be higher up the table because we got hit with a mad injury crisis here.
You did.
But I'd say we'd at least be in and around
Mid-table,
between
bro.
12th and
Facts.
9th.
Facts.
Do you know
Facts.
what I'm
I think
saying?
so.
So then you're looking at the season completely different. You finish
Mm.
9th place, yeah, you've won a Europa League, then you can sit there and really say, right, Ange deserves another season. That's an off season. Because 3-4 seasons ago, yeah, we weren't happy with finishing 6th and finishing 5th. We was ready to get mad at finishing below you lot in 5th.
Right. Right.
And now we're sitting. Do you know what I'm saying? We can't really get comfortable. As for banter's sake, I sit there and everyone says, "Oh, you're 17th," though. I laugh, innit? I say, "But I got Europe." No,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
But you have.
Yeah, I like to take the piss, bro. But in all reality, we can't allow ourselves. Remember what we said about taking your foot off the gas?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how Leicester let it slip.
Yeah.
Because they took their foot off the gas and they went down. And anyone that thinks Tottenham's too big to get relegated, let me tell you something. There's no club that's too big to get relegated.
Nope.
The moment you stop operating properly, yeah, and you start thinking that, you know what I'm saying, that is when shit will go left.
Facts.
And let United and Tottenham be an example of that. Because when Amorim came in, United were 5 points off of top 4.
Ooh. He's been stinky, innit? He's been stinky. We might as well just have a little mention on him as well. Forget Ange or whatever, because like I said, man, he's done a Denzel moment and the rest is history, bro. But talking on Ruben Amorim, bro, I mean, and like you, and I think it ties in because you're talking about taking your foot off the gas. That's what Man United's done. You basically allowed this guy to come and have a free hit, bro. Do you get it? Knowing that because you told him, now you got to come now. You can't come in the summer. You get it? So then he must have said to them, well, whatever happens, happens. And I think that's probably why he's being so stubborn with the system. What do you think about Amrim? Do you think he's a shit coach? Do you think, what do you think about that whole situation over there at United, bro?
Do you know what? I actually wanted Amorim before Ange. That was when Conte left. That was my replacement for Amorim, for Conte, sorry. Because you see me, I know everyone likes to see the fancy football, but bro, I'm a bit more tribal. I just want to see my team win. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't really care how it looks. Win ugly, you can win pretty, win ugly. It doesn't matter because at the end of the day, the 3 points is the same. You don't get an extra point for having more possession of the football. Do you know what I'm saying? And we've seen teams have possession of the ball and not do nothing with it. So it's like I actually wanted Amorim, but then seeing what he's done at United, for the first 3 months, I said, cool. It's not his fault. Like he's walked in. The team is a mess. However, they are in a decent. They're in a decent position. They're still far up the table. Do you know what I'm saying? But when they started losing game after game after game, it's like, at what point do you almost like? At what point is it your fault? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, at what point is it your fault? Because you've been around these players for long enough. You should be able to. Do you know what I'm saying? You should be able to decide who's good enough and who's not. The same way they flushed Anthony out, he flushed out Rashford. Do you know what I'm saying? The same way you flush these players out, you should be able to work out a team and you should be able to get them playing in a way, that is conducive to winning football matches.
Speak it, bro.
United have picked up 14 points. 14 points since December, and we're in June now.
Fam.
The season just ended. You know how mad that is?
It's mad. It's mad. I've never seen the United side like it, bro. But the same for you guys, bro. I've never seen a Spurs side like this. However, let's be honest, it's the same for Arsenal because even though we've been second, we've been having a shit season, bruv, in terms of putting runs together, in terms of how we play football, and we've had a few little results here and there, but the man them's trying to live off those, but it's nothing. You man have left with something. So that does for me, I know it isn't, like you said, it's not conducive to keep going on like that, but at least this season you can kind of sweep that under the rug. You can, bro. You're saying banter, but it's all the way the facts. If we won the Champions League, that would have swept under everything, bro. Do you get it? So no, man, you done what you need to do. But I've never seen the United, and you're right. At what point do you say? I mean, maybe they're looking at it the same way. Like, well, we've said what we said. Maybe Levy was looking at Ange like, well, let's at least get to the end of the season because he's saying what he's saying. You're still in the cup. Obviously, he come through and done it now. But just keeping on the Champions League stuff, though, just quickly, like, what is a realistic aim for you, man? Like for next season, like say for instance you get all of your pieces, is it going too far to say quarterfinals for Spurs or semi-finals for Spurs if you get your pieces?
No, I don't think it's going too far. I think for me to be 100% certain, I'd say I need to see who's going to be in charge? Because look, I don't want Ange in charge taking us into the Champions League, and I just don't want that to happen. But because that's suicide. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't play that type of football against the Bayerns and the Inters and these type of and the Barcelonas, bro. They will slaughter you like a goat blood. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's not. But I think if we get the right managerial appointment, so for me that would either be, I know Inzaghi's available now. That would either be Glasner or on the higher end Inzaghi or Xavi. Yeah, those three. If you get one of those three managers in, you give them 5 to 7 players in the window. And now remember, we're offloading players as well. Players are gonna go out. So as much as it sounds crazy to say 5 or 7 players, if you offload 3 players, then realistically you've brought in 4 players.
I get it.
You've only do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You filled in 4 spots.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
so it's like for me, we need to get I'd say you bring in 7 players, bro. Then it's not out of the realms of possibilities for us to go to at least the quarterfinals, bro. Because like I said, bro, I believe my team is a European team. We are a European team.
No,
we're an established European team as well at that. So it's like, I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's wrong, my bro.
I don't think it is either. I really don't, bro. I feel like you know what I'm saying. I feel like if any team was gonna push on, maybe it would have been United with all of the bloody pressure that they've got on them. But it's in every realm of possibility that Spurs can go. We've seen you guys in the champs before. We've seen you guys finish above us before. Do you know what I'm saying? We just need the winning to go with that. Maybe the mentality at the club as well to kind of shift in that direction. But I do not think that's out of the realms of possibility, in my humble opinion. A big up Ravi, he's saying what was disrespectful was Robbie from AFTV saying Spurs winning Europa don't mean nothing, saying he doesn't want to win Europa, Arsenal should be in UCL. Whatever, Arsenal made Europa final. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. If these men are just chatting rubbish, how can we talk?
Can I touch on that as well quickly?
Of course you can, bro.
Big up Ravi for bringing that up. Because
do
you know what? Yeah, I don't believe in discrediting competitions. I think that's very disingenuous, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Because he is right. If Arsenal won that Europa League in Baku against Chelsea, especially against another London club, English club, but a London club at that, but you would have your, you know what I'm saying, your tails in the air. You'd be feeling like the man. Do you know what I'm saying? And dude, I think this is part of the reason why you got teams go so long without trophies. Because I'm telling you now, if you think you can dismiss these cups, you will very quickly learn how 5 years turns into 10 years, and that turns into 15. And then all of a sudden now you're 2 decades with no trophy. Because you thought you could dismiss all of these competitions and whatnot. No, and no one is saying, because I know Robbie said, so are you saying then you would rather drop into the Europa League and play the Europa League rather than no? But if you're in it, win it.
Win it, bro.
It's that simple. If you're in it, win it. Because Olympiacos, right? Olympiacos won it not too long ago. Atalanta won it not too long ago, right? For these fans, for these clubs, if they know, there's a point in the season where every team realizes it, whether it's on the first game of the season or whether it's the 18th game of the season, right? There's a point in the season where you're not going to win your league, your respective league.
Facts.
Right? It doesn't mean dash away the league form, but go out there and put a run together and go for the competition. And when you was in it, right, Sporting done you. So the same manager we beat in the final, right, knocked you out of the same competition you're discrediting 2 seasons ago. So what, like, do you know what I'm saying? You can't do them things.
Bro, the guy, like, I'm an Arsenal fan, bro. And like I said, bro, like, I call it the trifecta of evil. So obviously we got the owners and the manager who I think's like, I call him Mikel Bin Laden, bro. This guy is just anti-football, bro. I swear to God, bro. His whole attack is inverting, bro. It's getting backwards, you get me? But anyway, so we've got those two together. You got the cultists and the dopamine addicts, They're obviously the top gooners, and then the follows, the lemons. And then you've got AFTV. Because at the start it was a good idea, because we want to hear from the fans. You want to hear what they really feel, because I'm sick of hearing from guys in the studio, bro. You know, like that. So it is a good idea. But when you start stepping in and start saying, oh, but this and oh, but that, and I don't think, we don't care about what you think. It's not your fan cam. Do you get it? So Robbie, he always does that. He's always deflecting. He's always on this company man thing, and I get it. Your man's making million. You're doing your thing, but bruv, allow it because it's at the expense of our club. It's a loser mentality, bro. And just like you said, from 5 years ago to we've already gone over 5 for Arsenal anyway. For you, man, 17, but you've won something now. And what a one to win after all that time. Because we've been 21 without a major. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
And in this era of football, bro, yeah, you have to deep it. A lot of us, we grow up watching football. You're not really watching the YouTube thing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's not content. There weren't content. Yeah, you could watch the highlights when YouTube was coming around and them things there. But you're not watching content creators and that, bro. It's Match of the Day and Sky Sports and them things.
That's
right?
it.
So for a lot of us, our football opinions are a bit more unfiltered and a bit more straightforward because we're not seeing these content creators and whatnot. You know, some of their reactions are a bit exaggerated. You know, some of the, you know what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect to them. Listen, fair play to them because I see, you know what I'm saying? I see Robbie out in Africa, in Kenya and all of them things doing shit for the community and that. And that's, you know what I'm saying? I can respect that. But at the end of the day, yeah, don't say what you don't think, innit? Just speak your truth, bro. And I only say what I think. Do you know what I'm saying? If it means people believe I'm delusional, then so be it, bro. But I'd rather speak my truth, bro, than cater to what people want to hear, bro. Because you know how easy it is for me to put Arsenal had a better season than, I don't know, let's say Newcastle. Arsenal had a better season than so and so. And it's like, bro, you used to laugh at us for not winning trophies. So now why is it when we win one, but look at what trophy it is, though. Well, it's not an Audi Cup, is it? And it's not an Emirates Cup, and it's not a Community Shield. It's a Europa League, which is a major honour, and it's our third one at that. And now us and Liverpool have the most Europa Leagues in England. We both got 3.
Speak it, bro.
So it's like, dude, these things, albeit yes, we won the first Europa when it became the Europa League. We won the first one, and then the next one was in 86 or 84, I believe. Yeah, albeit that's quite a while ago. The argument that you lot would give me in response to that statement is, but if I had said to this, because they say that, but we won the Intercity Fairs Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup, so we won European football, and I'll say, but no one cares. And then they would say football didn't start in the 2000s. So then, if football didn't start in the 2000s, then Spurs have 2 Premier Leagues, a Champions League, 3 Europa Leagues, 8 FA Cups, 7 Community Shield. Do you know what I'm saying? We can really do that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm not going to do that because I know that's disingenuous. And I'm not going to start counting trophies that we won from just after the war. No, I'm not going to discredit them and say that we don't have them.
Right, but there is an argument there.
Conversation talking about, I want to talk about shit now.
Yeah.
And people tell me, you got the 1 Europa League now and you lot are gassed. And yeah, you should be. This is how I want every fan base, apart from yours, no disrespect. But I want every fan base to feel like this, bro.
Of course.
I've got friends that support Palace, bro, yeah. And I spoke to them when they won the FA Cup, bro. And they'd never felt it, bro.
Bro, that was their only
trophies don't matter. And you look at that. You look at the scenes in the stands. You look at what it meant to the Newcastle fans.
To the Newcastle fans, facts, bro. There was tears because a lot of them, like, they went a whole lifespan, 70 years or something like that. People come and go in that time, bro, often. Do you know, like that? So you see what it means. And all of these people chatting rubbish, even seeing Chelsea, big up Yasser if you're still in the chat, even seeing them win the conference hurt, bro. You understand? I want to win. I'm from that time. Do you get me? So I completely agree with everything you've just said there. Big up, is it Quez Ali? I hope I said that right. He said I was rocking with you. Yeah, but City def cheating. Their City got more charges than Joe Lewis for Emery. Look at this guy. Big yourself up, bro. He said need 5th and a cup, semi-final with 3 new starters and 3 rotational signings. But there you go, man. Like, I've always said that, Spurs have the infrastructure, brother. Now here you are, even after the worst season imaginable. Here you are, bruv. You get it? So you have to take it now, bruv. You have to definitely take it. And like I said, I think if you do get the pieces you need, then why couldn't you go on a run, especially in the champs? Because even though you said imagine Ange Ball, obviously we gotta try and imagine it with him and without him. At the same time, people might not expect that. Do you see what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden it's mad and it's a cup, bro. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Big up Wahaha. I hope I've said that right. With people saying football didn't start then and then it didn't end then.
Exactly.
Bro, exactly, bro. Even me, I don't like to when I hear Arsenal fans, but yours ain't gold, bro. I was half my age then, fam. Like, what we doing, bro? Like, allow it, bro. Allow it. Honestly, it's
And that's the same thing. It doesn't make sense because you laugh at us. We got laughed at for years. Remember when we finished second?
yep.
Yeah. Everyone was saying, "Oh, you won a trophy for finishing second." Now
Second.
you've done it 3 seasons in a row. It's calm.
It's a
But
big
when it
thing,
was
innit,
us, it weren't calm.
bro.
When we've gone nearly 20 years without a trophy, it's not calm. Do you know what I'm saying? You get it. But when you go 21 years without a title,
It's
it's
calm.
all fun and games. It don't matter because we've
Yeah.
got a few FA Cups and
And we got a
Arteta won
dog.
a Community Shield and
Yeah,
we're
and we got
competing
a
again.
dog. And we got a dog, and we got plushies, and we
And
got
you beat
reality.
Madrid,
Yeah, and
which
we
by
got.
the way, Tottenham actually beat Madrid 3-1 at Wembley.
Ah,
Back
there you go, there you go. And not even just that though, my bro. Yeah, but the win that we had, even I think it was back in '06 when we beat them, bro, on the run into the final, bro. That was
yeah.
better. Bro. We have Flamini at left back, fam. Do you get it? But what I do, right? Because the things that you're saying, I say, brother, and I obviously take the piss out of my own flipping fan base, right? Because this is what I'm here for. Because I got standards, bro. Yeah, I saw my team go invincible. Do you get it? I see my team win cup doubles. I see my team go head to head with the biggest manager in the UK and Alex Ferguson, bro. Like, this ain't it, innit? Win the dog reality. There's a diet plan on when you go into the toilets, cause like it's not the one in it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. I can't even can I even zoom in on it?
Arteta sexual bingo. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna
hilarious.
change that name because this is the prototype, because I'm gonna change it to Top Gooner Bingo in it, yeah, because I think that has a bit better, a better ring to it. Comes off the tongue a little bit better. But look, all the excuses, bro. XG said we won through. Recently, I've seen Arsenal fans talking about, oh, Paris lost a couple of times on XG, and it's a bit unfair. That, bruv, like, what the fuck are they doing, bruv? Like, where do they find these guys, bro? The reason why I brought this up, yeah, some of the excuses, I just want to see if it's comparable to use lot. Do you have like
We get this all the time, bro. The XG thing, that is something I don't see a lot with us here. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We beat Madrid, we get that. Oh, we beat City. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we beat United. You get me? Trust the process, the injuries, all of
yeah,
these things.
all of these things, cuz. So I'll take this off the screen. So do you have like tops and bottoms? I don't know what you call them, top Spurs.
Yeah, man. We called them the. You know what? It's funny that you called them Arteta sexuals because we call them ansexuals. You know what I'm saying?
I swear, bro. It's like looking in the mirror, cuz. I swear to God,
Bro,
bro. I
it's
swear to
real. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yo, we laugh at each other. Yeah, we laugh at each other, but we're more alike than people care
God.
to realize.
Right, right. And I'm
And
glad you
that's
said that.
genuine. And big up Mohammed for that comment as well.
Oh,
He's
sorry. So
right.
let me
Tottenham
see it.
won't
Let me see it.
succeed under this ownership. Yeah, but one thing I always say, yeah, is if the manager has enough input, right? And now that we've got Vinay in and Paratucci's come back and all of these things, that allows Levy to walk away from the football side. Now, I'm not saying that he's going to, and I'm not saying that I want to keep him. But
Mm.
the reality is, yeah, if you've got Daniel Levy running the off the pitch stuff, and you get a serious director of football in, and you got someone serious running the football side, and Daniel Levy is just giving him the money to do what he needs to do, bro, then you've got a serious team because whether you like it or not, Daniel Levy's one of the best businessmen in football, bro.
He's a hustler, fam. I
In
said it.
terms
I
of
said it.
straight business, bro,
Yeah.
we had an annual turnover of like 13 million,
Wow.
14 million. I think it was like 20 million. Do you know what
Wow.
I'm saying? He
Wow.
bought Tottenham for 50 mil.
He's a
He
hustler.
bought Tottenham for 50 mil. We're worth 4.5 billion
Bill.
pounds now.
That's what I'm saying. He's a hustler.
He's a hustler. So
Yeah.
he is a businessman. And
Yeah.
that's one thing all Tottenham fans praise, whether you hate him or love him, is his business acumen.
Facts.
One
Facts.
thing you always praise about him. So then the, we're not in a bad position. Like, that's why Tottenham fans are so mad, because it's almost like we can see over the horizon, but
You
we're
never.
dragging our feet.
Right.
We're
Right.
holding ourselves back, and we don't
Right.
need to hold us, bro. We can, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We could take over. It sounds like some career mode talk, but it's the reality. You just have to get serious and you have to want to win. You have to have the ambition to win, not just win football matches, yeah, but be the best in anything that you do in life. And that's not just with football, that's with anything you do in life, bro. If you don't have the
Mm.
ambition to be the best, then you never even come close.
Spitting facts, bro. Spitting facts. And like I said, bro, like I said, like every time I hear, especially from other fans, not even just from you guys, brother. I had Chelsea fans, West Ham fans, all of that, Liverpool fans. A lot of the stuff just seems similar, man. But you just said it there. That's it, man. You gotta want to win. And I don't feel like my board do, bro. But you're right.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Levy is a mad hustler. Everyone knows that, bro. Whether you're Tottenham or not, do you get it? Oh, that would be crazy, innit? If you did get someone, because obviously you got Vinay. If it could almost be like Wenger and Dean, because that was for me, that was the ultimate team. It is Dean that was bringing in Bergkamp and that brought Wenger into the club, that advised him to stay, and he was doing big things. So if you get that little partnership there, because Levy makes money. So now I just feel like now is surely it's got to be the time to spend it. But cool, man. Obviously, we've just near enough hit an hour. Let me hear a little bit about you, man. And I know obviously you do music and that. You want to talk about that a little piece to get me. Can
Yeah, man.
promote some of that if you want. But your YouTube channel as well. We'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, man. What have you got to say, man? Tell the people.
Obviously, nah, man. Listen, yeah, I'm into this traveling thing, music,
Mm,
traveling the world. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because guys, life
mm,
is short, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? On a
mm,
on a bit of a real basis, you know what I'm saying? Life is short, bro. Do
mm,
things that you want to do.
mm.
Don't feel held back. Bro, when it came to YouTube, I had this idea to start doing a YouTube channel last season. But I didn't have the confidence. I didn't have the drive. I didn't tell myself that I could be successful in that field.
Right.
And therefore, it never came to pass. It was
Mm,
only this season, Northside, and big up Northside each and every time, because
big up, man.
Northside gave me, you know what I'm saying, he gave me a platform
Mm.
to crash out after we lost to Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, yeah.
from there, I saw people actually enjoy this. Like,
Mm,
people enjoy listening to my opinions because
mm,
I love football,
of
but
course.
I'm not gonna sit there, and not all of my brethren watch football the way I watch football. They're not as passionate, so I can't sit there and just bore them about talking about football for it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, it's gonna be like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, it's gonna be like, yo,
I
shut
get
up,
it.
man.
I
Do you know
get
what I'm
it.
saying? But
Yeah, yeah.
now I can do this, bro. I get to talk. I get to talk to my chat. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
fun. It's
yeah.
fun, and it's something that I could see turning into a career, bro. And you know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Look, we're in an era now where look, people don't support you. You know what I'm saying? I do music. Let me tell you something. Being an up and coming artist is one of the hardest things ever,
hardest,
Paul. Do you know what I'm
hardest.
saying?
So
Because, bro, you be sending your music to everyone. You know what I'm saying? You be sending the link out, and only a few people. You know what I'm saying? Only a few people be pressing you know what I mean? It's not there, and people don't tend to support you until you start popping off. But
yeah.
if you have that mentality and you know that, no matter what, no matter whether, you know what I'm saying, whether they support you or not, you're gonna keep driving forward, and bro, you're gonna achieve anything that you want to achieve, bro. And that's kind of what I live by, and
Mm,
I try and tell myself that every day. You know what I'm saying? I try and keep reaffirming that, bro. Do you think there's mornings, bro, I wake up and man, I can't be asked to stream. You know what I'm saying? I can't be asked to hit the live button, but I remember why I'm doing it and where I
mm,
want to be, bro. And
mm.
that's the motivation. That's what keeps me pushing forward. You get it?
No, no, but bro, it's definitely hard out here. Even on these YouTube streets, bro, it's hard out here, bro, for a pimp, no matter what, like that. So you have to try and make your own little motion. And as long as you keep doing that, obviously I've heard some of the stuff, and I know about the music thing because I was doing that even before I started doing this, trying to
Mm.
put on raves. I was doing views from the bits and all that, interviewing people when I used to go to dances, getting artists to go and perform, things like that. And it's bro, it's so challenging, bro. It's so challenging, bro. Everyone just wants something for free. Do you get it? No one really like it. The moment you start doing something for someone, all of a sudden you're their manager. I'm like, bro, if I was your manager, I'd be taking 10%, because like I'm not. It's mad, bro. It's mad. It's mad. The music thing's mad. But
Mm.
let me tell you, I think I definitely was it Sweep. I've definitely heard that one. You
Sweet,
got some
yeah.
talent, bro. You got talent, fam. You
Thank
get
you, bro.
me? I like
Appreciate
that, man. Big, you get me? So you get me? I will definitely tell you that. And what can people expect from your channel, bro? Hotspur Cave.
it. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? The new setup is arriving tomorrow evening. So this
Mm,
summer there's gonna be, you're gonna see, we're gonna kind of, I'm trying to go for a little bit of a rebrand, not so much away from the cave theme, you know what I'm saying? Because we the cavemen over here, you know what I'm saying? We some Neanderthals, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to chase that flame, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But nah, because I'm getting a new setup, it means I can do reaction videos now. I can do
mm,
reaction streams. I can do my watch alongs to games. I picked a
mm.
championship team that I'm gonna be following. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna follow
Yeah,
Charlton
yeah,
Athletic. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm
yeah,
gonna follow them,
yeah,
follow
yeah.
them on their journey and that. So yeah, man, we're gonna really, really be pushing for the content this summer. And big up boy 10, you know what I'm saying?
Look at this guy.
Bro, it was pops in it, you know what I'm saying?
He said, I know he's bantering, but look at this guy, bro. I said, who tricked him, bro? It's Pots. But the same thing for me, bro. You're laughing, bro. There's times I'm sitting there, bro, watching you lot in the final, bro. And I was sitting there saying, right, what's the ramifications of Spurs winning? In their history, they've been in champs. They might not push on, but they might. Whereas United, they're trying to get back. Are they gonna skip a couple of steps? Like I was saying in my watch along, whoever wins this game decides where Jokeres is going, cuz, and he still might not come to us. Like, so I've had dark days, bro, dark, but
Mm.
of course you can relate. We've both been there. It's my dad that tricked me into Arsenal as well. Sometimes I think fucking Pots, but he ain't here no more. God rest his soul, man.
God
But
rest his soul, man.
yeah, man, big up, man, big up, man. But yeah, no, very, very. Listen, obviously, you make your talk about it, man. You make your appearances on NAF. That's where people can find you as well.
Yeah, man, I'm on
Any other
NAF as
stuff?
well.
Yeah, any
NAF.
other stuff you got going on?
Mike's, yeah, you'll catch me with Mike's, you know what I'm
Big
saying?
up, Mike.
We the little YouTube family over here, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Yeah, man, we just really just out here all trying to help each other. Big up Elijah as well, you know what I'm saying? Too much of E, big up him, big up George. You'll
yeah,
catch me on George's channel as well.
yeah,
Hooks, I might make a few little appearances over there with Hooks, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the bro as well. Big up Hooks. And Northside, I'm always there as well. Lewis, big up Carefree Lewis as well. Gave me an opportunity, man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Big up.
And yeah, you know what? Just that's that. Big up everyone that has, you know what I'm saying,
Mm,
giving man
mm.
a Cass, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Daps, Monts,
Yeah, man.
all of these lot, man. Because
Mm,
yo, I think that's what it is about football YouTube, you know. That is, it's so different from like the Twitch spaces and all of the, when you build a community, bro, everyone's genuine because we
mm,
all have the same goal, and it's to watch our team win.
mm,
Is to watch
mm.
our team be successful. There's no, it's very hard to come across any real envy and spite and all of them things. You don't see that around here. Do you know? Because, like I said, whether you support Chelsea, whether you support Tottenham, whether you support Brighton, it doesn't matter. You all want to see a team lift the cup at the end of the day. Big up Yassa, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, I think you just tap in the Hotspur cave. You're gonna see a lot of me, man. I'm gonna be everywhere this summer,
Yeah,
man.
good, good. And you've made appearances with Sava. I think you said
Yeah,
that
big up
earlier
Sabra
on.
as well,
I
man.
think you said that early on. So it's
Yeah, man.
looking good, my guy. It's looking good, like that. So just keep it coming. Obviously, it's been a pleasure to have you over. What have you got coming up, man? What can people anytime soon? Any videos, any lives? What have you got
Yeah.
coming up?
Tomorrow evening, I'm doing a keep bench sell. I'm doing a keep bench sell on my channel. So we're gonna be going through some Spurs players that we're gonna get rid of. I've got a pre-recorded video coming up, a little transfer video, just talking about a few players that I want to see come in now that the window is, you know what I'm saying,
Mm,
open and deals are getting done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
mm.
man. But big up the chat, man. Thank you for having me as well, but I appreciate, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man, it's been enjoyable, bro.
It's always an honor to jump on the channel and that, man. You know what I'm
Come on,
saying?
bro. Bro, come on, man. Meant to happen all that time ago, but obviously you've been in the YouTube whirlwind. You get me? I've been seeing your face
In
everywhere,
a
bro. So
tornado, man. It's crazy, bro.
tornado. It's a good look, bro. It's a very good look, man. Do you know who I spoke to today? I didn't even know was an Arsenal fan. Winners Talking podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Big Doug. He's an
Yeah,
Arsenal
man.
fan. I didn't
Yeah,
know he's an Arsenal
I've
fan,
been on
bro.
a stream with him as well. I've been on a NAF stream with him as well, yeah.
Yeah, man, big him up, man. So he reached
Yeah.
out today. You get me? So we're gonna try and line that up. You get me? But I didn't even know he's an Arsenal fan. That took me by surprise. I'm like, raw, because I don't really do the whole podcast thing as much. You get me? But I know, and I seen them, and I respect Pounds. I respect Doug. Man's an Arsenal fan. I'm like, yeah, man, let's make it happen, man. So again, like that. you're out here, you're doing your thing, man. So listen, guys, remember Hotspur Cave, the link is in the chat, the link is in the description. I want to see it minimum 5 people, 5 new numbers over on his channel. Yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure. We will do it again, especially with some others like Yasser. I've been speaking to Latimus. Obviously, these men are having their under the lenses mics. We'll get together, man. We'll do something soon, man. But listen, guys, we're going to end it there. It's been an absolute pleasure. Make sure you subscribe to the Hotspur Cave and don't be pagans, everyone. Yeah, until next time. Back tomorrow, people. Peace.
God bless.